We spend an enormous amount of our lives waiting for the perfect conditions. We watch the data, calculate the risks, and try to map out every variable before making a move. We desperately want a rock-solid guarantee of success before we commit our money, our time, or our energy to a choice. So, we wait. But thousands of years ago, the writer of Ecclesiastes flagged a severe flaw in this strategy. Whoever watches the wind will not plant. Whoever looks at the clouds will not reap. Demanding absolute certainty before you act doesn't actually protect you from failure. It just guarantees that you never put the seeds in the ground to begin with. The harsh reality is that nature operates completely independently of our plans. When clouds fill with water, they pour rain. When a tree falls, it stays exactly where it landed. Our desires do not dictate the physics of the world. We don't even grasp the basic mechanics of our own existence. The ancient text points out our deep limitations. We don't know the exact path of the wind, or how a human body is formed inside a mother's womb. If we are blind to these basic biological realities, we certainly cannot comprehend the grand mechanics of the universe, or the ultimate work of its maker. Trying to micromanage every detail of a chaotic system is a waste of your limited energy. You cannot predict the unpredictable. If prediction is impossible, the only rational response left is resilient, aggressive action. The text offers a highly specific economic strategy for this. Ship your grain across the sea and invest in 7 ventures, yes, in 8. This chart shows extreme diversification. Spreading a central resource across 8 unconnected endeavors diffuses risk. The writer explains why. You do not know what disaster may come upon the land. If an isolated crisis strikes, surviving nodes absorb the shock, keeping the system alive. Sprying your bets isn't about maximizing perfect efficiency on a single golden idea. It is a necessary engineering principle for surviving a world where sudden disasters are mathematically guaranteed. But dividing your risk is only half the strategy. The other half is relentless, continuous output that refuses to stop when conditions fluctuate. The directive is clear. Sow your seed in the morning, and at evening let your hands not be idle. Because you are blind to the future, you have no way of knowing which specific effort will yield a return. The morning work might succeed, the evening work might succeed, or both might hit. Sheer volume becomes your hedge against failure. Thriving in a chaotic system is largely a numbers game. You outpace the unknown by taking more shots, not by freezing in place while you wait for the perfect shot. There is a surprising emotional payoff to this approach. Fully accepting that you have zero control over the final outcome strips away the anxiety of having to be perfect. When the pressure to play God and predict the future vanishes, you can actually step out and experience the present. The writer notes that light is sweet, and it pleases the eyes to see the sun. This is a pragmatic choice to engage with the good days, even while carrying the sober knowledge that the days of darkness will inevitably return. Joy isn't found in successfully avoiding the dark days. That is impossible. Joy is found in aggressively maximizing the bright days while you still have access to them. The energy required to act boldly and enjoy the light is a decaying resource. Youth and physical vigor are fleeting, meaning the time to act is right now. Yet there is a strict boundary to this existential freedom. We are told to follow the ways of our heart and whatever our eyes see, but to do so with the knowledge that our Creator brings all of our actions into ultimate judgment. Knowing this, the text issues a final, decisive command. Actively cast off the troubles of your body and intentionally banish anxiety from your heart. True wisdom isn't knowing exactly what happens tomorrow. It is working relentlessly today, spreading your risks and completely surrendering the desperate need to control the universe.